Una victoria que nos supo demasiado agridulce. A win that felt way too bittersweet. Muy buenas a todos, gente buena, buena gente y football geeks, frikis del fútbol, football geeks. And welcome to a new episode of Inglés para Vikingos. Si el día del Lille os dije que tenía un bajonazo por ser la primera derrota en Champions desde hacía casi un año y medio, y además por cómo se produjo, por cierto, para decir que tienes un bajonazo se pueden usar distintas expresiones en inglés. Por ejemplo, I was really feeling down, I was going through a rough patch, or I was feeling pretty low. Pues hoy lo tengo por motivos muy diferentes, y creo que a muchos de vosotros os pasará lo mismo. Our captain is out for the rest of the season with one of the most serious injuries in football. Por cierto, aprovecho ya para comentaros que si veis este vídeo os suscribáis y le deis al botón de me gusta, pero sobre todo os suscribáis, porque así entre todos hacemos que el canal comience a darse a conocer poco a poco. Y desde ya os doy las gracias, chicos. So as I was saying, we're definitely cursed with injuries. Estamos definitivamente gafados con las lesiones. We're definitely cursed with injuries, especially those long-term ACL ones. Fijaos, esa abreviatura ACL, recordad que significaba el ligamento anterior cruzado, Anterior Cruciate Ligament. For those of you who are new to the channel, I've got a specific video that covers all the vocab related to injuries. Carvajal totally overshadowed, eclipsó, the 3 points we picked up today. We are all devastated by this huge loss for the whole season. But first, I want to clear things up. Quiero aclarar las cosas. I want to clear things up. Carvajal's injury was just bad luck. Fue mala suerte. It was just bad luck. I heard some people criticizing Jermy Pino, and my take is that Jermy Pino had nothing to do with it. No tuvo nada que ver. He had nothing to do with it. It wasn't a rough tackle at all. No fue una entrada dura. It wasn't a rough tackle. Carvajal went to clear the ball. Fue a despejar el balón. He went to clear the ball. So when he went to clear the ball, he mishit it. La dio mal. He mishit it. Fijaos aquí cómo ha usado el prefijo miss delante del verbo hit y se convierte en algo negativo, algo que haces mal o de forma incorrecta. Eso es lo que significa ese prefijo miss delante de cualquier otro verbo. Por ejemplo, algún verbo común con ese prefijo. Misunderstand significa malinterpretar, o misplace es colocar algo en lugar equivocado, o mislead es inducir al error, o por último, misjudge es juzgar algo de forma errónea. So he mishit the ball, la dio mal, and twisted his knee. Se torció la rodilla, he twisted his knee, after bumpy, después de golpear into Jermy Pino. Guys, players have to challenge for the ball, and this was purely unfortunate. Today we were up against a team that will likely fight for the top 4 spot, que lucharán por estar ahí entre los 4 primeros. I think it was a solid and serious performance. Fue una actuación seria la de hoy. The team knew we had to get the 3 points and came out pressing hard, making it difficult for Villarreal to play their usual passing game. Valverde's goal in the 14th minute helped swing things in our favor. Nos facilitó mucho las cosas, la verdad. And that gave us more chances on the counter-attack, al contragolpe, on the counter-attack. They still had a couple of clear chances, including one that hit the crossbar. This year, we've definitely made a deal with the posts and crossbar. I've lost track of how many shots have hit the woodwork against us. Recordad que woodwork era la palabra para decir la madera en general. The second half was more of the same. Nothing flashy. Nada deslumbrante. Nothing flashy. Just controlled play. We didn't want a back and forth game. Un partido de ida y vuelta. A back and forth game. Where we needed to take risks. Camavinga and Kylian were subbed off early. Fueron sustituidos muy pronto. To avoid overloading them since they're just coming back from injury. To overload es el verbo para decir sobrecargar. Rodrigo and Vini played together only for a bit, and Vini sealed the win with a screamer from outside the box into the top corner. Ese screamer es un golazo. También se suele decir a banger. Ambas palabras significan golazos. Showing why he's on the right track for the Balón de Oro this year. Mostrando que está en el camino adecuado para conseguir el Balón de Oro. But poor Vini had to be subbed off with about 10 to 12 minutes left. I'll get into that later on. Angular came on, but after that, Real Madrid shifted into classic Carleto sit back and defend mode. Cambió al modo Carleto, ya sabéis, ya me entendéis. Aguantar el marcador y tal. Because of that, we didn't get to see much from Güler or Rodrigo today. And now I must admit something, Vikingos. Between you and me, seeing Rodrigo on the bench, en el banquillo, on the bench, doesn't sit well with my chest. No lo llevo bien. It doesn't sit well with my chest. For me, he's such a quality player that it's hard not to see him in the starting 11. But one thing is clear. One of our stars has to sit out. Se tiene que quedar fuera. Has to sit out. If everyone is available, don't you think? On another quick note, Valverde and Camavinga were the best players today alongside Vini in this match for me. And it pains me to say, guys, but Modric had a tough game today, losing the ball way more than usual. Maybe age is catching up with him, and it's affecting his speed and decision making. Even though he struggled, our coach kept him on for almost 90 minutes. He was playing a more box-to-box role today, un rol más de área a área. He needed to cover a lot of ground, and I don't think that's the best spot for him now, since it is affecting his passing and control, which were two of his best skills, dos de sus mejores cualidades. I'd rather save him for second halves when we need to control the tempo, cuando necesitemos controlar el tempo del partido. Let's not forget, he's 39 years old. Lastly, let's talk about Vini, because he was on fire again last night. Se salió otra vez esta noche. He totally earned the best player of the game, smashing in a stunning goal, metiendo un golazo, a stunning goal from 25 meters to secure the win for us, para asegurarnos la victoria, to secure the win for us. En otros vídeos hemos visto que también se usa mucho to seal a win, o to seal the victory, asegurar o sellar esa victoria. But as I mentioned before, 6 minutes later, he had to come off with a suspected injury. To come off es un phrasal verb que aquí significa retirarse del campo. And Güler stepped in for the last 11 minutes. For the time being, Real Madrid has confirmed he's dealing with a cervical injury and will be monitored closely. We'll keep an eye on his progress, haremos seguimiento de su progreso, we'll keep an eye on his progress, but as of today, a fecha de hoy, it's uncertain if he'll travel to South America for Brazil's upcoming World Cup qualifiers, para esos partidos de clasificación, during the October break, en el parón de octubre. Fingers crossed, he's back soon. Vikingos, today's picture doesn't need any comments. It speaks for itself. All our support to you, Captain. So in a nutshell, my friends, today's win was great, but Carvajal's injury put a damper on things. Nos aguó la fiesta un poco. It put a damper on things. Fijaos, la palabra damper, entre otras cosas, significa sordina, para los que tenéis piano, o también un amortiguador de sonido, e informalmente, un impedimento. Some were blaming Jermy Pino for being too aggressive, but to me, it was just an unlucky twist of the knee, while Carvajal was clearing the ball. Recordad que ese clearing the ball era despejar. We still played really well against Villarreal today. We're aiming for a top 4 spot. Valverde's early goal eased the pressure on us, and Vini's amazing goal sealed the deal. On the downside, Modric looked like he was struggling a bit, and then Vini had to come off with a neck injury, which might keep him out of Brazil's next games. Hopefully he recovers soon. Bueno, y con esa tristeza de ver cómo nuestro capitán se pierde el resto de temporada, pues tenemos luego ese silver lining, y ese silver lining es el lado positivo de las cosas que ya vimos y que se llama Lucas Vázquez. Nunca nos ha defraudado, siempre ha estado ahí, así que confiamos en ti, Lucas. Aquí tenéis como siempre parte del vocabulario que hemos visto en el vídeo, sobre todo todos los términos que tienen relación con el fútbol. Espero que sigáis tomando buena nota en la agenda vikinga. Don't miss out, guys. And of course, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you think you picked up or learned something new today. Drop any feedback in the comments if you wish, and a big hug to all of you, Vikingos.